Clint Eastwood's Dirty Harry stands as one of cinema's most defining crime films, setting the tone for a generation of hard-nosed thrillers and morally conflicted heroes. Yet among all of its grit and controversy, one line echoes louder than any other, a line quoted, memified, and endlessly imitated. Ironically, it is also one of the most misunderstood pieces of dialogue in movie history. "Do you feel lucky?" is remembered as a swaggering threat, a badge of unshakable confidence. But those who look closer at Harry Callahan's character and the bleak world he inhabits realize something entirely different. The line isn't a victory lap or a macho punchline. It is a moment of exhaustion, fatalism, and grim uncertainty disguised as bravado. A line born in chaos, not confidence. The moment occurs early in the film after Harry foils a robbery and corners one surviving criminal. With his gun pointed at the wounded man, Harry asks whether he feels lucky, supposedly leaving his fate to chance. The scene is often held up as the ultimate cinematic power play, but its subtext is bleak. Harry doesn't know if his gun has one bullet left, and he doesn't really care. He isn't performing dominance, he's revealing his disillusionment. It isn't about courage, it's about hopelessness in a city rotting from the inside. Harry isn't celebrating power, he's admitting that everything, including life and justice, has become a coin toss. Why so many people misread it? Pop culture and parody rewired the quote into something triumphant. The popular misquote, "Do you feel lucky, punk?" is delivered with chest-puffed bravado. But that version oversimplifies the character and the film's themes. Harry is not a superhero dispensing justice with swagger. He's a weary man who sees institutions failing, rules protecting monsters, and violence becoming the only language criminals understand. That famous smirk isn't pride, it's resignation. Fans who treat the line as a cheer-worthy catchphrase often miss the movie's core thesis. Harry doesn't want to be the kind of man who says things like that. He just believes the world has left him no choice. A cynical era reflected in one question. Released during an era of distrust and authority, rising crime fears, and real-world horror like the Zodiac Killer, Dirty Harry captured a time when society felt like it was slipping into chaos. Harry's line embodies that spirit, not triumph, but tension. His brand of justice is uncomfortable because it's meant to be. The film's power lies not in glorifying violence, but in confronting the unsettling reality of a system that is failing everyone. It's telling that the line became a cultural rallying cry for toughness, rather than a warning about the moral cost of seeking justice in a broken world. That misunderstanding may be the deepest irony of all. A legacy built on a question, not an answer. In the end, "Do you feel lucky?" isn't meant to empower the audience, it should unsettle them. It's a whisper from a character who already knows luck has run out for everyone, including himself. Harry isn't celebrating his role, he's trapped in it. The myth turned the quote into a fantasy. The film intended it as a lament. And in that disconnect lies one of the most fascinating misreadings in movie history, a cynical confession mistaken for cinematic victory.